Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Unlimited Feminine. I am very excited to be back with you and to be doing another video with you guys. So today I was thinking just before I started my video, what is it that I want to share with everyone here? I have a couple topics, probably like 5 or 6 that have been kind of running through my head of what do I want to share with you guys. And this is the one that came to my mind when I settled in and I asked myself, what do I need to share? And the topic that we're going to be covering today is how to become a magnetic woman. And this is something that I am personally working on. So I was kind of interested or surprised that this is the topic that came. But as I have been actively working on this concept, I have learned some things that I think are going to be very useful. So I'm excited to share them with you guys. So what does it mean to be magnetic? I want you guys to think of a magnet. Obviously, that's where the name came from, a magnet. A magnet is something that pulls something else to it as long as it is charged, right? So we have one magnet and then we have another magnet, and they have to be charged, but they have to be charged with opposite charges in order for it to be pulled to each other. So a positive charge cannot attract a positive charge, and a negative charge cannot attract a negative charge. You must have your positive charge that is going to attract the negative charge. And when the positive is charged and when the negative is charged, they automatically will be attracted to each other. Like there's nothing that they have to do. They will automatically just be attracted to each other and they will stick to each other. So how does this really apply to us as women? How do we become this magnetic woman that attracts, that pulls things to her? Like, what does this type of a woman need to do in order to be considered magnetic, to be that essence that just pulls things to her? And what I realized is that this woman doesn't need to do anything. Okay, there's nothing that she needs to actually do to become magnetic. A magnetic woman just is. There's nothing that she has to do in order to become magnetic. It's just her being magnetic. And when I was first going through this and first learning about this and really kind of diving into this concept, I was like, that makes no sense to me absolutely at all. So if that is you, bear with me. I'm going to try to give you some tips and help you to understand what this means. So women, we were gifted with feminine energy. You guys know how much I love feminine energy. The more that I learn, the more I just fall in love with it. How grateful I am to be a woman and to have this feminine energy. So we all have feminine energy within us. Okay, we just do. We were born with feminine energy. Just like a magnet is created with its positive or its negative charge. It has it within it. But if that charge is not active, then it cannot attract the magnet or the other magnet towards it. And that is exactly how we are as women. We already have that charge within us. We already have that feminine energy within us. We were born with it. And I believe personally that my spirit had feminine energy within it before it was united with my body at birth. Okay, so it's not like your feminine energy is not something that is a human essence. It is something that is divine. It is something that was given to us before we were even created. It's something that we had as spirits before we came to earth. We had that feminine energy. So I have the ability, I have it within me. Now I just need to charge it. Now I just need to recognize it. Now I just need to remember that it is there. That is the most important thing that we can do. So if you have learned or if you've heard about being this incredible magnetic woman and you're like, that's what I want. I want to be magnetic. I want to pull the things towards me that I desire. I want to be able to manifest the things that I want. I want to be able to attract the things that are for my best and my highest good towards me. But how do I do that? What do I need to do? Give me a checklist of things that I need to do. That's what I wanted. I have been a checklist girl for as long as I can remember. But you guys, we have to realize that feminine energy, it's not a checklist type of energy. That is more of the masculine energy. The masculine energy is what gives us that, okay, this is what we need to do today, and we check it off, and that gives us that sense of accomplishment. That's our masculine energy that is helping us to perform, and it's helping us to get the things done that we need to throughout the day. Our feminine energy is not a checklist. The feminine energy is the flow. It's the sitting still in silence, asking ourselves, what feels good for me today? What do I need to do today? What should I have for breakfast? Should I have more protein or should I lean more towards fruits and something lighter? Like, what feels good? What type of exercises should I do? Should I do a hard-hitting, high-intensity exercise, or should I do more stretching, yoga, a walk? Like, what feels good to my body? Okay, that is your feminine energy. And when we learn to recognize our feminine energy, and when we learn to honor our feminine energy, and when we learn to just settle into our feminine energy, that is us charging that magnetic side of us. We don't need to do anything to charge it. We just need to remember that it's okay and we're supposed to be flowing in our feminine energy. We need to learn how to settle into it, how to awaken that feminine energy inside of us. And then it's like magic. We just become this incredible magnetic woman that automatically draws people and things into our orbit. So have you ever been around someone where you're just like, you feel so good to me? Like, it's so fun to be around you because you feel like your energy can calm down around them. You feel like you can play a little bit more. It's a little bit more fun. It's a little bit more light. Like that right there, when you feel those feelings, that is your feminine energy waking up. You can be around a highly masculine individual, like say it's a partner, it's a father, it's a husband, or even a brother or a masculine friend. Like you can be around that and they can help awaken that feminine energy within you because your feminine energy knows that she's safe and that she can just relax and she can play. Or you can be that masculine for yourself if you don't have any of that around you at the moment. Like you can be your own masculine energy, which is the creating that schedule for you, which is the kind of structuring your day of like, hey, this is what we need to get done. Now it's safe for your feminine to come out and play because she's not so worked up trying to manage everything. Okay, if we do not allow our masculine to come out and kind of build the structure for us, our feminine will come out. And when our feminine comes out trying to take charge and trying to lead, she suffocates that beautiful, healed feminine side of herself. When you come out in your feminine energy to try to lead, if you try to structure everything, if you try to do your checklists and everything, if you're doing that in your feminine energy, that is wounded feminine, and that won't feel good. That will feel highly stressful. That will feel very like you have to control, and that will feel very restrictive. And so you'll know, you're like, I'm doing these things, but I feel really, really uptight about it. That is your wounded feminine coming out, trying to take control, right? That's not your flowing feminine. Your healthy masculine will say, this is the structure that we would like to see today. These are the things that we need to get done. And then your masculine is going to take a step back and it's going to say, all right, my beautiful feminine side, how do we want to accomplish this? What is it that feels good to you? So when we can learn how to balance those two, I know it can be really, really tricky and it can be really confusing. But hang on to this. If this is something that feels right for you, keep diving deep into this. Keep finding different content creators. Keep listening to my content if this resonates with you. And you will start to grasp the concept of it. And you'll start to recognize the difference between your healthy masculine. It will feel good, it will feel safe, and it will feel like a structure that is not meant to box you in. It will feel like a structure that is going to protect you and help you accomplish what you need. When you start to feel really frenzied, and when you start to feel really anxious, and when you start to feel a huge need to control yourself or others or situations, you can pretty much be guaranteed that is your unhealthy feminine coming in, your wounded feminine coming in, trying to manage it so she doesn't get hurt. But the really interesting thing is when she comes in, when that side of your femininity comes in, that wounded part comes in, she is the one that does the hurting. She hurts your healthy feminine. So try to learn how to balance, learn how to recognize, oh, this is my healthy masculine helping me to structure my day. This is my wounded feminine who's trying to take control. She needs to know that it's safe, that we've got this, that it's okay for her to relax. And the way you do this is you just breathe into whatever space on your body is feeling tight. Sometimes it's going to be your jaw, it might be your throat, your chest, your stomach area. If any of those feel really tight, especially like you're feeling like, oh, I've got to like make this work, know that that is your wounded feminine, and she's wounded. Okay, she's not wrong. She's not actively trying to hurt you. She is wounded. She needs love, she needs reassurance, and she needs to know that it's safe for her to let go of control. And that is when you give her permission to be tight. Okay, so this is what that's going to look like. So say I'm feeling really tight in my chest area. Okay, that is going to be me placing my hands over my chest and just breathing in and feeling that tight area. She's wounded, she's hurt, she's acting out. Like something has happened to make her think that this is how she's going to protect herself. Okay, she's not trying to hurt you. So give her grace, give her love, and hold space for her. Okay, she's hurt. You have been hurt, which is why you react in this way. Okay, she is you. You have been hurt. And so don't judge, don't be irritated. Just sit back and breathe into that for however long it takes. Sometimes it's 3 or 4 seconds, and maybe it'll be a minute. But you force your entire body to relax, and you send as much love as you can to the space that is tight. And you just reassure her, it's okay. We've got this. It's safe. You are safe. It's okay. You don't need to stress out. Everything's all right. We've got this. Breathe. Breathe into that, and you will feel it loosen and relax. And when that loosens and relaxes, that is you letting your wounded know it's safe. You are okay. And she's going to back up. She's going to relax, and she's not going to be stressed out, and she's not going to try to control the situation for the moment. Okay? This may be something that you need to repeat over and over again. This is something that it depends on the wound. It depends on what has happened. It depends on maybe how long it has been going on, how long you've shoved these emotions down, on how long it will take to root it out. But continue to do it. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with that wounded side of you. It just needs time to heal. So when you're able to heal that wounded side of you, you're opening it up so that your healed, healthy feminine energy can come out. So when your healthy feminine comes out, she can rest in the knowledge that she is enough. Feminine energy knows that she's enough. All right? Again, our feminine energy is something that we were created with. Not our body created, but our spirits. We were given feminine energy before our spirit and our body ever united. Okay? So we've had this feminine energy within us for forever. So we just need to reawaken her. And that feminine energy knows that she is loved. She knows that she is enough. So while there's nothing that you need to do to become a feminine magnetic woman, it is something that you need to be. It's something that you need to remember. And it's something that you need to release. In this world, we have been living for so long in fight or flight. And that is where our wounded feminine comes in. Because maybe there wasn't a healthy masculine to help structure us. Maybe we didn't know how to be the healthy masculine to structure us. And so our feminine energy, she came in like a mama bear and she went to work to protect you. That's what she did. And that's what she's trying to do. But now that you know, now that you have the knowledge, now you can let her know we are safe. It's okay. It's okay to relax. We are safe. We are loved. It's all right. Let's relax. Let's go into the space of healed feminine energy and let her lead us. Now we know our healthy masculine. He creates our structure. And our healthy feminine, she comes in and she leads us where we need to go. And when we settle into that, when we settle into knowing who we are, that we are incredible feminine beings, and we learn to love to play in our feminine energy, to lean into our feminine energy, and to let that feminine energy shine, we can't help but being magnetic. That it's like charging that magnet. It can't help but attract things to it. And that is how you become an incredible magnetic feminine woman, is you remember who you are. You remember that part of you that has always known that she is incredible, that she is valuable, that she is loved, that there is nothing that is too good for her. We, in our humanness and in our frailties, we put limits on what we will receive, on what's good enough for us to receive. And you guys, it's really sad because the limits that we put on ourselves are so low. Like the bare essentials is what we're like, oh, yeah, that's what we need. That's good enough for me. No, you guys, we deserve so much more than the bare minimum. No, we deserve the world. We deserve all of the love. We deserve all of the attention. We deserve to be showered in love and in honor and in respect and in just absolute cherishing. We deserve that. And when we reconnect to that feminine energy within us, we give that to ourselves. We're opening up those floodgates to be like, yes, I love myself. I cherish myself. I deserve all the respect, all the love, all the attention from ourselves. You guys, it starts with us. An incredible feminine magnetic woman is not, what's the word I'm looking for? She does not expect the world to revolve around her. Okay, she doesn't. The world will inadvertently start to revolve around her because she is giving herself all of that love. Her world starts to revolve around her. She starts to give all of the love to herself. And this is not selfish. This is not in a selfish way. This is not self-centered. This is not spoiled. This is not any of that. This is just when you recognize the goddess within you, when you recognize the incredible femininity that is within you, you can't help but love yourself. You can't help but be in absolute awe of the God that is within you, of the incredible power that you hold. You can't help but be in awe of that and just realize, I am incredible. Again, not in a self-centered way, just an absolute gratitude for the human, for the divine being that you are. When you come to that space, the world around you can't help but also feel that. They can't help but also look and feel that pull towards you. Because now you're not looking without you. You're not trying to get validation from the world. You're not trying to get someone else to love you. Because now it doesn't matter whether or not they love you. It doesn't matter whether or not they're showering you with gifts or attention. Because you don't need it. And when you get to that point of not needing the validation from other people, that's when suddenly it's like this switch is flipped and suddenly your polarity is turned on. Your magnetic is charged. Like you can't help but to turn heads because suddenly this person doesn't need attention anymore because they are radiating so incredibly powerful from within. That right there, you guys, is feminine magnetism. Is when you connect so deeply with yourself. You are in so much awe of who you are and the power that is within you that you don't need it from the outside sources. You are shining so brightly. A bonfire doesn't need a match. Okay? It's already shining so bright. But I guarantee you, everything around it can see it and it's going to turn to it. It's going to look at it and it's going to be drawn to it. And that is how it is. So do not go chasing being a feminine magnet. Don't go chasing trying to become this incredible magnetic woman. You don't need to chase that. You need to settle in, you need to turn inward, and you need to recognize that the fire is already within you. You already are that incredible, incredible being. All you have to do is recognize it. And stop trying to get the world to see how amazing you are, because you already are. You don't need any accomplishments. You don't need to get a better job. You don't need to get a different haircut. You don't need to change up your wardrobe. You don't need to learn to be more eloquent or more flirty. You don't need to do anything to get any attention from anyone. You just need to recognize it. And once you do, you guys, everything will change. Start telling yourself, I am magnetic. I am incredible. I am in awe of myself. The goddess within me is incredible. I love her. I'm grateful for her. Start using those affirmations. Start recognizing that within you. And I promise you, everything changes. When I started doing this, when I started recognizing that this is something within me, I don't need to go do anything. I can go read books and I can go learn, and I think all of that is so beneficial because the more knowledge you have, the more wisdom you're able to move with, right? But that's not what's going to make you magnetic. You can read all the magnetic feminine books out there. You can listen to all the podcasts. You can go watch all the YouTube channels. But that's not going to make any difference until you decide to turn inward and say, I see you, I love you, you are amazing, and start living from that space of incredible power and love for yourself. That is when you're going to see changes. That is when everything is going to change for you. I love you. I'm grateful that you're here. Remember, you already are the amazing woman that you want to become. You just have to look in the mirror and recognize her. I love you. I will talk to you later.